Country number 10. This B&B's been so great, but this place starts their base at 8 a.m. and it ends at midnight. So Jeff and I are very sleep deprived at the moment. We're so excited for Budapest! Okay, welcome to our Airbnb in Budapest. So first we have to get through this old gate. So we have a really interesting little entrance through this really old decrepit courtyard, but it's been really safe, so it's not been a problem. We're also right next to a laboratory. And an elevator, but usually when we walk down we take the stairs, but there are so many that it actually makes us dizzy. So on the way up we give ourselves a break and take the elevator. This is home. So one of the best things about the apartment here, which I have never seen before, is that you have your own personal gate so that you don't necessarily have to lock your front door, and even comes with your own skeleton key. And this is us. Welcome in. So when you enter, you notice that this is already a pretty small space. So I think this is actually technically a studio, but it's a good amount of space per room. And it's been our favorite so far because of all the natural light. You're on the top floor. It has great views. And in general, it's just a really comfortable little space. So we have the kitchen. There's really nothing too spectacular about this kitchen with the exception of the washer. Next up, we have the primary bathroom. Amazing natural lighting, tub, sink, usual stuff. But the one thing about some of the last Airbnbs that we've noticed that's been very strange, but I personally love, is this. So this is a private toilet, separate from the main bathroom where you shower. I really love this aspect of it because it kind of gives you that much needed privacy for when you have people visiting, even though you have a studio apartment. And finally, this is the bedroom. 2 windows, couch, desk, amazing TV, and a beautiful AC. It has been an extremely busy day here in Budapest. We have kind of been using our time to relax, so we had to cram everything into today. And we went to the baths earlier, which were awesome. It was kind of a nice little look into a local spot, if you will. Stuff was peeling off the walls. Nobody spoke English, but it gave you a real taste of local flavor. So I really enjoyed it. And if we have time, we might even check out another bath. So we're gonna do that. But after that, we went to Sebastian's Castle.
Fisherman's Bastion.
It's the beautiful castle up on the hill. Unfortunately, it's been a bit of a heat wave here. It's about 90 degrees. So we went up and we looked around and then we came back down immediately and didn't buy a ticket to explore. So now we are just finishing up with our siesta here. That's what we did this afternoon. And we're gonna go check out some food trucks with Ben and then maybe even hit a couple ruin bars. By the way, in case you're wondering who takes longer to get ready to go all the time, it's not me. We're already 3 minutes late.
So we're going to the ruin bars to meet up with our friend Ben. On the way there's this place called the Caravan Street, which is just like a street with food trucks and stuff. And there's supposed to be a banging chicken sandwich, and it's literally right across the street from the bars. So for now, we're gonna go there, grab some street food, put some food in our stomach to help absorb the poison we're about to drink. And then we're gonna go check out not only the ruin bars, but there's also a really cool bar called Bar Pharma, which a lot of people say is amazing. And we do like really nice cocktails, so we'll check that out too. So we ordered some fried chicken. Bree's in charge of drinks. How you doing, Ben?
Oh, pumped.
You ready for the night?
That's like fried chicken and Hungary.
All right, so there are 3 people in our group right now. 3. And there are 4 drinks.
3, I like the way you order.
So someone's doing double duty. So we made it to the ruin bars.
Bar number 2.
So we left the ruin bar. It was amazing, very interesting little area that we sat in, but ultimately it was way too hot. So we came to this cute little cocktail bar. We're the only people in here now. Cocktail drinks are amazing. I have a New York cheesecake cocktail.
I have a fruity rabbit hole. It's basically just like a gin berry smoothie. It's delicious.
Budapest opera, which was like a unicum and gin and card cocktail.
And unicum is the national liquor of Hungary. I don't actually know if countries have national liquors, but it's their liquor. So we just wrapped up. We're calling it a night. I think tomorrow, despite the ideas of it being an early morning and one filled with sightseeing, it'll be mostly being in bed, recovering, because age does not do you any favors. So, good night.
Good night.
So last full day in Budapest today. It was really busy. We got up late and we went to the Gerald baths. I would say overall, both baths were awesome in their own way. Couple pros, couple cons. With the first baths, I would say they didn't feel quite as clean. Some of the stuff was peeling off the walls. It was a little more decrepit, but that's also part of the reason why I really liked it. And it was mostly just the locals there. I think we might have been the only tourists, so it was a good feel. And plus it was pretty small in comparison to the one that we went to today, and really easy to get around in. So check it out if you're in the area. If you're looking for something a little more touristy though, you should definitely go to the baths that we went to today. It was so beautiful. The architecture around the pools was something just to look at even in itself without the baths. A lot more tourists, and it was super busy because it was in the heat of the day. It made it feel like a little crowded in the pool, so get there early if you go. Also, the baths themselves are massive. It's extremely difficult to figure out where to go. And it's not because of the baths themselves, it's because of all of the locker rooms in between. Pro tip, when we showed up, they said that there were no lockers available. So they made you upgrade to a cabin room, which is like a private changing room with a bed and a locker that somebody comes and locks for you. Don't do it if you go. There are so many lockers in that place, it would be impossible to not get one. So that would be my only suggestion for that.
And don't forget about cost. The first one that we went to that was a little more run down, a little more local, that one was actually about half the price of the touristy one that we went to. So if cost is a factor, definitely just go check out the first one. Super cool, very authentic experience.
So now, after we siested, yet again, because it's 95 degrees outside, we're gonna go to a Lebanese restaurant. I've never had Lebanese.
I love it.
Jeff loves it, so we're gonna check it out. And also I think we're gonna try to snag a little boat cruise because we would love to see Budapest at night. Overall, really sad it's our last night here. There's so much more to do and see in the city, and I think we're definitely gonna come back. Let's go.
So that restaurant was absolutely incredible. If you are ever in Budapest, you need to go to Layla's traditional Lebanese food. But right now, we are headed off to the boat ride.
Alright, so we just wrapped up that cruise, and I think what we determined is that it was priced right. For 19 euro, that was probably like one of the best rated night cruises. But the champagne was basically like super sweet Moscato, which wasn't very good. And honestly, the lights were a bit of a letdown. Parliament wasn't really lit up like we had always seen it lit up. It was like a graded, there was like hashtag design, so I think there was like something going on. But on the way back, we caught a glimpse of it like all lit up in like these pastel colors, which looked incredible. If it was like that the whole time, that would have been awesome. Also, if you do take this boat cruise, do not sit at the front if it is warm. It was like a greenhouse in there. You want to be there early and you want to get to the roof as fast as humanly possible.
Otherwise though, good way to see the city, and it gave us a chance to see parts of the river that we weren't going to explore on our own because they were just too far away from our Airbnb. So I don't know, if you want to spend 19 euro and you don't really have anything else to do, then give it a shot.
Yeah, 19 per person, just to be clear.
So we're headed home now. Tomorrow morning we have our very first flight since the very beginning of this trip.
Yep, our first flight in our 11th country.
Last morning here in Budapest, and now we are headed out to the airport to head to Greece. Feels a little surreal. I could have spent a lot more time here in Budapest, and Jeff feels the same. It was such an amazing city, but we are ready to move on to the next chapter, and we're really excited for the beaches of Greece.